Coming down. Not a bad morning after all the rain that we had for the last days. I'm actually not riding trails today, but I'm actually working on one. And this is a new one. Well, looks like it's an old trail that I tried to restore. I have no idea what it's called. But yeah, I start clearing the area a little bit. So it gives you a bit of an idea of the line. I'm standing here on a rock that's gonna make a really good drop off. I need to build a lander somewhere there, which is my goal for today. But let me walk the trail a little bit, at least the section that I have been scouting so far, and it shows you a little bit of the potential. So there is the drop that I was standing on. Lander will come somewhere there. Actually, looks like you can have a beeline here as well to go around it. In any case, I need to make some sort of trail here, so I think of a berm on that side. So when you come off this drop, you have a catch-up berm. Yeah, the trail goes this way and it follows this rock line, rock edge. So the terrain is very steep here, it drops down quite significantly and it's quite loamy. You can see there's some dirt, but it has a lot of big rocks going down. So the trail continues here, and as you can see I start clearing it out a little bit. It had a lot of dead wood and leaves on it, but now at least you can see a line, a trail. So here you got quite a nice rock slab, nothing too big, but definitely cool, definitely fast as well. So yeah, you got a little hug off or roller. Probably even if you aim really well, you could double this gap here. This is the rock slab coming down from here. So that bit looks steep on the camera, but it's definitely rollable if you do it slow. But I think it's even cooler to kind of gap it and to land somewhere there. I may fix it up a little bit. I want to fix this hole here to make it actually a nice slope, so you can actually double it proper. Alright, so it continues here. Still have to clear all this, but I imagine the line going straight on this tree. And here I start forming a little bit of a berm, because this is the point actually where it becomes really techy and sketchy. So the line would then turn to the right here, and that's where it picks up the steep terrain. And as you can see from the beginning here, this is actually more dirt than rock and tree leaves. And I already cleared it somewhat yesterday, but it's this is going to be really loose and slippy. Phew. So here I envisage you make a left turn You could lead the trail to the right, but I saw a nice feature over to the left, so I like to connect it up. But this was a bit of a gap yesterday, so I started filling it up. I still have a hole to fill there, and I put some dirt on top, so this becomes the trail. Basically you go over this rock here, and from there now my initial idea was to use that cool rock feature there, but you can't get your handlebars through it. You really have to cut them off to 50 centimeters, and even then you would struggle. So to get around it, I think I need to find a way to the left, and this is really the point where I really haven't explored any further. Obviously we're going to follow the hillside down to the valley, but it becomes not easy to find a proper trail, to make a proper trail, just because of the ruggedness of the terrain. But the idea here is that I build a trail that goes to this rock, and you hug off that rock. It slopes down a little bit, and then you got maybe close to a meter to hug off, so we build a lander there. Yeah, so that is actually the idea. So you can see here, maybe it gives a bit of an idea of the steepness, at least from coming in here. But it should be a really cool trail once done. So here you can see I want to have the trail going roughly here, so I have to fill up more here, that you have not kind of a berm, but at least so it's not off camber. But this is actually an easy bit compared to what I have to do going lower on this hillside. Alright, going to walk back to that drop off. It's going to be one of the key features on the trail, I reckon. I don't know obviously what's coming down on that steep section, and probably there will be more to pick from. But this rock slab is obviously a really nice feature. You got the drop, and then the steepness of the terrain is going to be a feature on itself. We don't have too many trails around here that are that steep. They may have a very short section, of 5-10 meters, but that's pretty much it. So hopefully this is a good addition. So, and I'm not so sure how far I can get, how rugged it's going to be, but as I said, I haven't walked down all the way the valley, so I'm going to do this bit by bit. Good to see a break in the weather. We had so much rain over the last few days. Here you go, the lander. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna take me a few days before I have a proper lander here. It's I have to walk further and further to get access to good rock. So I did some work here on the run-in. I just wanted to make sure there is actually a run-in here before I spent all that effort in building a lander, only to find out it becomes really difficult to actually ride this drop. So the two options, this tree is a little bit in the way to have a nice straight on run-in. Two options, I started with that one. What I like about this one, so I don't know, the trail has to come from somewhere there. But when you come from here as a run-in, you got a good angle. See, you got a nice alignment with the trail. You obviously have to, becomes very sketchy, but here is a bit of an S shape bend. So I will make a little bit of a berm here, and I already start shaping a berm from this tree here to there. But yeah, building that lander, that's where the effort and time goes. Well guys, that's a wrap for today. I hope you enjoy these kind of videos. Let me know what you think. If you ask me where this trail is, I'm not gonna share that with you as yet. It's gonna take probably a couple of weeks. First of all, I want to make sure this trail is actually a trail. As I mentioned before, I haven't explored the lower section of the steep hillside, so I don't know if it actually connects to anything. And if it doesn't become really a nice trail, because you have to push up an ugly steep hillside. And I'm not so sure if too many people have an appetite riding anything like that. However, if it does connect, it has the potential to become a really good downhill trail. Yeah, let's see what we can build. Alright guys, that's all for today. See you next time. Ciao.